Do you believe this?
And the Nordics are very interesting because they're the most human appearing of all of the aliens. They appear to be slightly taller than us, extremely athletic.
Or what about this?
After Mrs. Hill's examination by the aliens had been completed, she had an opportunity to speak with the leader of the aliens.
When I asked the leader,
From the Greys, the Tall Whites, the Nephilim, and even reptilians, or even claims and reports of UFOs crashing. All of that is garbage and a damn lie. They want to create a narrative that these beings exist, all to discredit the truth. The truth is Romans 3:3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their faith make the faith of God without effect? Verse 4, God forbid. Yea, let God be true, but every man a liar. When they talk about reptilians and the Greys and the tall whites, as they call them, who've made human contact with people and abducted them and did surgery on their brains, and these are intergalactical beings with, trying to use up Earth's resources, that's a damn lie. Let me show you what UFOs really are in the Bible. This is Acts chapter 1, verse 9. And when he had spoken these things, that he is referring to Christ. While they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven, as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel, which also said, Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Jesus, or Yahushua in the Hebrew, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven. What the cloud is referring to in Acts the first chapter, that took Christ up after he was resurrected from the dead, because he did resurrect from the dead, is known today as a UFO. Many times in the Bible, men have seen what they called clouds or chariots of fire, something that resembled a wheel in the middle of a wheel, as Ezekiel described, as Elisha has described, as Zechariah, who said, Behold, and lo, I see a flying roll. All of those men saw what you call today UFOs, and they were not operated by the Greys, big bobblehead aliens. They are operated by angels of God. So the lie that they're trying to propagate and spew, that, first of all, UFOs, chariots of God, do not crash. Okay? There are reverse engineered attempts to, because our oppressor is the adversary.
I was told I'm allowed to talk about.
Has the government conducted secret UAP crash retrieval programs, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, were they designed to identify and reverse engineer alien craft, yes or no?
Yes.
Does the U.S. government have any reverse, okay, we already answered that question about retrieval programs. Do any U.S. contractors have the same?
I would prefer to address that in a closed session, ma'am.
So he's attempting to reverse engineer his own version of a UFO. However, he fails and they crash. But chariots of God, the same chariot that took up Elijah, the prophet that Elisha saw, the same chariot or chariots that led the children of Israel as during the time of the Exodus out of Egypt, as a pillar of fire by night. Those so-called crafts do not crash. They don't make the wrong turn. They don't scratch. They don't, run out of gas mid-air. You see, they had to change the term unidentified flying object to UAP, unidentified aerial phenomenon, because they can't even define it as flying. Because when these things move, they move at a different pace that a man can even fathom. So my question is, what do you believe?